Hey, good morning everybody. It's Bobby, and today I want to talk about how you can shallow your golf swing, make it not so steep, and in doing so probably develop a better, more consistent swing. You know, as long as they make golf clubs that are built like this, the club's going to have to be swung to some degree up and to some degree around. You can't swing it just up, and you don't want to swing it just too much around, but most people, when they err by being too steep. A whole lot more people are steep than are too shallow, and those trying to become shallow stumble with it for years and years and years and never figure it out because they haven't quite cracked the posture code. It means the world. I want you to look at three golfers here. Look at Dustin Johnson, and I want you to notice how much of a pronounced tilt he has in his spine. He's really leaned over that ball. And notice also how his shoulders are at 90 degrees to his spine. Let's look at Justin Thomas. He's certainly leaned well over the golf ball, and his shoulders are at a 90-degree angle to his spine. The same with Rory McIlroy. And folks, I've got to tell you, people look at golf swings of the great players all day long, and they never seem to be interested in copying that sort of posture. But I'm telling you, it's key to getting on plane. Why? Because the golf swing is made up of shallowing and steepening influences, and it's important to remember that. What are they? Well, it's your arm swing and your posture. I promise to make this easy for you. This is a shallow posture. If I'm standing straight up and down, this is a shallow posture. Why? Because from this posture, my shoulders are going to turn shallow. They're going to turn horizontally around myself. All right? I've got no choice in the matter. If I'm up here, the shoulders can only turn right and left horizontally. This is a steep posture. Why? Because from this position, now my shoulders are going to turn steep. Now, anytime you have shallow shoulders, you're going to have steep arms because you've got to find a way to hit that ball. If I have shallow shoulders, in other words, if I've stood up like so many golfers do, and even golfers who would swear they don't come up have a high left shoulder here. Look how shallow my shoulders are. Well, now if I swung shallow, I'd miss the ball. And so the necessary complement to shallow shoulders is a steep swing. Now, here's what we do. If I lean over the golf ball and stay leaned over throughout the entire swing, now my shoulders are steep. Am I going to swing steep now? No, because I drive the club in the ground. If I have steep shoulders, I have to eventually, just to be able to hit the golf ball, learn to swing the club more shallow. And so, ladies and gentlemen, instead of looking forever about all the particulars of how you flatten this thing out with your arms, you've got to start with your posture. Because if you have shallow shoulders at the top, the only way you're ever going to hit the ball is with steep arms. And so the only way to fix this whole issue is to learn to swing from a steeper posture, maintain it throughout, and that club will shallow itself. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you for tuning in. I'll look forward to seeing you next week.